Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron, where last episode we managed to get some big encirclements here. This is a very big deal, actually. These guys here have no way to get supplies, so that is absolutely great. We have cut off their supply flows in Casablanca, and I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce the name of this city. I should probably figure that out, in all honesty. Let's see what we've got here. Let's see. Pronounce... What do we got, Google?
Suda.
Suda. Okay, fantastic. Good to know. So we've got Suda here, and we definitely want to push into both that and Casablanca. But for right now, I'm much more interested in getting these guys eliminated while holding here. So we're going to look to push in, and we're just going to push simply like this. We are going to aggressively attack them. And I'm just going to let the AI handle it. I just want to repeatedly attack them here until they run out of supplies. They don't have any supply flow. So that's great. We're actually winning the attack on Casablanca too, which I wasn't expecting to do. But, okay, sure. I'll accept it. We're winning the attack on Suda as well. So we're just winning across all fronts here. That's perfect. Well, maybe not this front. Things are starting to turn against us a little bit here, but that's to be expected as we run out of organization. For the moment, I think this is completely okay. Oh, look at that. We've got this bisected even further. Wait, they got stack wiped here? I like it. They're going to get stack wiped in Casablanca as well. The Germans are going to lose a lot of troops from this. We got into a very good position here. That's for sure. Okay. So they're holding up here. There's basically no supplies left there. I definitely don't want these guys to push over and take this. That's for sure. Let's get over here. And let's stop them from moving in. Cool. There we go. Fantastic. So let's get this all mopped up. There should be no problem here. And then we need to decide... Oh, all those guys just wiped. That's so huge. There we go. Beautiful. So the question now becomes... What do we do now? We just took over all of Africa. Do we push in this direction? Or do we try to push into Europe? I feel like the European attempts have largely failed. Germany just got a lot of manpower. Where did they get that from? They've been on scraping the barrel this whole time. That's interesting. But we know that they just lost a lot of units, so if they want to replace those units... Most of that manpower will be sucked up by that. We could definitely try to run an attack on the Iberian Peninsula. If we were to succeed this... Gibraltar is its own state. I feel like that's possible. That said, it may be easier to try to steamroll Turkey. It would definitely be easier to try to steamroll Turkey. Okay. So, we push up to, like, here, right? The question is, then what? Because we have, like... essentially a three-way... This is essentially a crossroads here. So at that point, we would have to hold like on this line and this line. I mean, the Caucasus could maybe make for a pretty easy hold here. But that would require a number of divisions. Oh, we have a free military factory. 5, to be precise. What are we short on? Anti-air infantry equipment, artillery, truck, support equipment. I I think we're going to be okay on tanks. But mostly our infantry type stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and add one factory into infantry equipment, one into support equipment, one into advanced artillery, one into advanced anti-air, and one into truck. There we go. That should do the trick. So I think we're going to come back over here then. And we will put up a new front line here. With a new offensive line, ideally, and we don't necessarily want to aggressively attack this, but a new offensive line... No, don't just move up here. Stop it. A new offensive line of being about here would be the idea. And we don't want to actually set that up just yet, but let's tell all of these to halt so that the AI can order them. There we go. Now, as far as our logistics over here goes, we're going to need to get some captures and stuff, but overall, I'm not too concerned about it. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. So level 5 railroad, this is a level 2 railroad, so upgrading that and perhaps this one would be okay, but it's not strictly speaking necessary. Now, we could get naval invaded over here. They haven't naval invaded in Africa yet. We'll see if they do. But for the moment, I'm not that concerned about it. Okay, so we've got 2 days remaining here. 1 day remaining. And let's get this railway connection built. Cool. Oh, we don't need to. It's level 5. I'm dumb. Okay. So now I want to check in on infrastructure. We'll queue these up, but that's low priority. Cool. Okay. Let's check to see if we can build any factories. Actually, we can. And we'll go ahead and do this as top priority. There's a few factories over here. Like 7 factories in Tripoli. I love it. That's absolutely great. Anti-air down here in Cairo is not a bad idea, as well as radar, but I'm going to hold off on the radar for the moment. Otherwise, I think this looks good. So we'll just get this done. That'll finish up eventually. And we're moving our forces down. Maybe. I think this is all of the forces that are actually going to be here. And the rest are not moving due to supply. Fair enough. Well, we can go ahead and let these units regenerate their what is this called again? Organization. There's the term. Hello, pause menu. Their organization again. And that'll be absolutely fine. But we are going to need to push through the Middle East here a bit. I would definitely like to see Turkey fall. There's no doubt about that. 17 to 72 divisions is not so bad. The German Empire still has a decent chunk of manpower right now. I'm wondering if that manpower was being sent down here, and then when these wiped, if it then was redirected. We have another free military factory here. Let's toss that into something. But what? Honestly, advanced anti-air? That'll do. Can we back off on our steel order? Yes, we can. Consider it done. Beautiful. That will free up more civilian factories to work on getting more civilian factories. Well, technically, those that were freed up are working on railroads, but that's okay. Cool. So that's fantastic. We do have forces moving over. Cool. That's very, very good. And we're going to launch this attack here fairly soon. In fact, let's go ahead and do it now. We're cautiously attacking for the moment. And if I see opportunities that I want to exploit, I will manually do so. But for the time being, I think we just want to push in here. There's not a lot of units here. So we'll just keep going. And for right now, the AI is doing a decent job. I definitely want to push up to Tel Aviv. Bare minimum, right? Now, this is like a long-term, or I guess like a medium-term goal. But for now, this will do. We definitely want to take over the entire state of Sinai. So I think that'll be our initial goal here. We'll offensive line to here. There we go. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll take El Arish here. I probably butchered that, but this is definitely what we're going to look to take, is the state of Sinai for right now. The state of Palestine and the state of Jordan here would both be decent states to take as well. We'll probably try to simultaneously take those. Really? They gave that to Egypt. What a jerk. We need to get our tanks up here now. We don't have access through Egypt, sadly. But we're going to head up there. Please stop, Japan. Okay, we managed to get up here. Good. So we're just going to come down here with a few tanks. Awkwardness is ensuing, no doubt about that. Let's just go take Tel Aviv. Okay, so Tel Aviv is ours. We're going to head in here. I don't necessarily want these guys to do that. At this point, I'd like to move up like this. They have, like, basically no troops here, is the thing. I definitely want to remove this order here. Okay. And these guys should all be... Actually, realistically, I'm going to move these guys off of this front. We're just going to put them in area defense back here, just temporarily. I don't expect them to do too much, but I want them off of this front line for the moment. Okay. So, we definitely want to hold Jerusalem, and we will do so. But I want to push over to here. And just cut these guys off a bit. Beautiful. So these guys are now cut off, and I want to launch attacks here and here. Okay, now we have no access here. We're going to need to build a separate railroad around like this, which is only mildly awkward. We'll get that underway. That'll be top priority for the moment. And we can see that we're losing this attack here. Let's come in and reinforce that. And this is going to French Commune. Annoying, but not the end of the world. Okay, let's see about pushing up to Damascus. And maybe taking Beirut. Wrapping around the French Commune here. Deleting this order for the moment. It's not necessary. And making sure that everyone is assigned here. Okay, get up to Beirut. Cool. I want these tanks attacking here. And we can attack with these units as well. Just want to make sure we actually get this. Okay, these guys are just chilling in Damascus. For the moment, that's okay. Let's move these units up to here. And logistics are going to be slightly awkward over here. I think that's pretty clear. You know, never mind. I was thinking about revoking the U.S.'s access to our land so that this sort of awkwardness didn't happen, but I think I'm going to not do that right now. Okay, these guys are just chilling. That's completely okay. Let's move these units in here. We want to stack wipe these guys and get this all taken care of. So I want to have these units making their way over like this, and that should get us all of this territory. Beautiful. Okay, so let's get that all taken care of. All of you guys get in here. I want these stack wiped. So that's absolutely fine. We're going to have to think about our logistics here. There's a lot of awkwardness. And converting railroads. But for the moment, I think this is okay. I do want to continue to work on this as top priority. I'm less concerned about getting this anti-air done right now. Okay. So, at this point, we want to think about moving up and taking, like, these state boundaries here. So, let's set our offensive line as being here for the moment. We'll go ahead and issue attack orders. But we're not too concerned about taking it, like, just tremendously quickly. What I really want to do here is work on getting some of these railroads upgraded, although they're probably not strictly speaking necessary. And we'll just continue pushing back the Germans here. The cipher for the German Empire is now decrypted, and we'll go ahead and utilize that. Boom. Fantastic. So that'll be great. I do want to push in a little bit harder into Damascus and Beirut here. All of you guys here, thank you very much. Because if we can take these, that will hurt their supplies in these regions pretty dramatically. Not that they have that many troops to be too threatening to us. We can move these guys directly in. This is undefended. Cool. So this should be absolutely fine here. Yeah. We'll have no real issues here. I would like to move these guys up to here. And that should give us nearly this entire state. Yeah, this unit's already going in here. That's exactly what I was going to order. So that's perfect. Okay. Looks good. Checking in on these guys. I mean, there's not really much that they're doing, right? We probably want to launch attacks over this way eventually, but for the moment, I think this is reasonably okay. Maybe launching an attack down over here. But realistically, I don't really want to tangle with... Hello? Portugal. Okay. I don't really want to tangle with the German Navy out over here. So I think we'll avoid that for the time being. Okay, so there's this attack order completed. At this point, we definitely want our next move to be this. Right here. So that'll be great. We'll go ahead and execute that with our cautious attacks. And in the meantime, I do want to work on getting some of these railroads upgraded. A lot of these are awkward and not actually very useful, but I want all of them to be 5. I know that it's not necessary, but I want all of them to be level 5. Okay. However, we still definitely want to prioritize these civilian factories. There we go. Is this seriously entirely undefended? Let's go aggressive then. Japan. Being a bunch of jerks here, giving this to the French Commune. Okay, so we're going to need to go around that or allow Japan to fall here and get pushed back. And that would be the ideal scenario. Are they going to be, though? Now the US pushed up to here. Very rude. We'll see if they get pushed back as well. But for now, we'll have to delete this. That was deleted. I didn't mean to delete that. Okay, we're going to offensive line to here. Cool. Well, we'll see. This is entirely undefended up here, so we're just grabbing this, just for free. I do want to check in on railroads over here. They're still converting. Okay. So that'll take a little time. Can you guys stop? Sheesh. Okay. So we're just going to make sure that we have all of these units assigned here. Pro tip, apparently they can't stop. Well, we'll just wrap around here, and it's fine if there's a small exclave here. I'm not too concerned about it. What we really want to be doing is denying territory to the, what is their faction called again? The Central Powers, that's right. We should be attempting to deny resources and manpower to them right now. That is our current goal. Okay, so we're pushing in here. This is no real problem for the moment. And I'd like to wrap around over this direction. That is the current goal. Just making sure that the French Commune doesn't cut us off here. Okay. This tank is taking a very long time to get there. And I'll be honest, I don't exactly understand why. Why don't you grab this? And you can head up over like that, and you can come in here. So they're setting up a new defensive line. Why are you just chilling here? Get in here. Oh, you're being attacked. I see. Okay, well, we can let up on that attack for now. Let's come off of aggressive attack now that they're getting units here. We're going to go back to cautiously attack. We can stop here. We have reinforcements coming in over this way. Let's walk in here. We may lose this, but that's fine. Okay. So we're going to hold off this attack on Aleppo for the time being. We'll just do something like that. Okay. We definitely delete this. There we go. All of these guys get assigned here. And at this point, I want to launch an all-out attack here. I absolutely want to take this. We're going to pull these tanks over here as well. They'll get here eventually. Turkey decrypted our ciphers, and of course we're going to need to reconnect this railroad out over here. So that will be a high priority. And we'll also work on upgrading these sections of railroad. Something like this. It's a little awkward, but we'll work our way through that. Cool. Okay, we're at 79% here. These tanks will be arriving soon-ish. Man, does it feel like they travel slowly. Cool, they've now arrived. So we should win this very, very easily at this point. And we've not yet taken this victory point for some reason. Let's go ahead and take that victory point. It's completely undefended. Cool. And now we can safely get rid of this offensive line. All of this is now our territory, and that is perfect. So we'll be arriving over here very shortly. And we're still moving units in over here. Cool. But now we're going to be pushing into Turkey. Hello, that's a nuke on Beirut. Okay. We still need more reinforcements over here to hold this location, but that's fine. And we should be arriving here now. And there we go. Cool. So at this point, we need to kind of do an operational pause here. We need to get reinforcements to various locations here. So that's going to be a thing. We need these guys to come up here. We need to get supplies up this way. So that's going to be very interesting indeed. We have a lot of work to do on that front. There is a logistics hub here, which is good. But at this point, we need to move units northward and try to hold this line. I want these guys to actually come in here. Okay. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to attempt to hold these new acquisitions. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, JJ Gamer, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, Atala, Jens Graham, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.